Plaintiff Jacqueline Spiller says she and the defendant were friends with benefits. And even though she knew he was using her for money, Jacqueline stayed because the sex was great. Jacqueline is suing the defendant today for breach of contract. Defendant Dante Caldwell says Jacqueline was obsessed with him, and she not only asked him to wear her husband's wedding ring, but she was also known to come by his home unannounced and shower him with gifts. He's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
I met Dante in 2018 through my cousin. My cousin said, "Hey, I got a good guy. I think you should meet him." Despite everything my cousin told me, the good and bad, I decided to meet him. And I said I'd like that he was a single dad and that he had a job and he changed his life from being a gang member. So we met. Our friendship became a situationship, basically.
What does that mean?
Friends with benefits. Everything was going great, and then a month later things quickly changed. He started asking me to give him my pain pills to sell for extra money, having his son to ask me for money, and having me to take his son to and from the mall for every day. I felt like I was being used.
Why'd you do it? It wasn't you didn't have a relationship with him.
The sex was great, Your Honor.
Oh. Oh. It's gonna make it tough for you to prove your case. He's gonna say, "No, Your Honor, time I stopped giving her sex, she wanted to sue me." And for those who don't know, friends with benefits mean it's a relationship, for the most part, strictly based on sex. You don't date, you don't go places. You stop by at 1, 11, whatever time of night, come in there, y'all do your business, he go home, you hear from him when he's ready to stop by again.
Plaintiff Jacqueline Spiller says she and the defendant were friends with benefits. And even though she knew he was using her for money, Jacqueline stayed because the sex was great.
So you tell me what happened. Give me the background.
Well, sir, me and Jackie, we was having sex for like about 2 or 3 weeks, and I never made a commitment to her or anything until I realized that she was kind of crazy a little bit. You know, she offered me to wear her husband's at the time wedding ring. I'm like, where's ring? What I'm gonna do with that? She was like, pawn it or something.
This is during sex? She make you talk like
no,
you too?
this before.
That's all y'all did is have sex, you say?
That's it.
Put this ring on and sound like my ex-husband. Sound like she wanted him back, doctor. Yeah. She couldn't get him back, so you were the next best thing. That was the next best thing. Just sound like him.
No, but she wanted me. She was like, I don't want his ring, or she was like pounded or something. I was like, nah, and you know, just when she used to pop up at the house unannounced. I got some shoes for you and your son. And then she just popping up at the house unannounced. I'm 51 years old. She got me in the house peeking through the blinds.
Oh, you know that's a lie.
I'm like, cut your phone off. If she can't get in contact with me, she'll try to text my son.
Where you at?
Yeah.
I got to have it. I never had nothing like it.
That's a lie.
I'm turned out. I'm sprung. What would she say to your son, really?
And sometime I have, don't answer that. Just don't answer it.
Your whole household could not answer the phone.
Had to put him on silent because she had the door trying to call to see if they ring.
She comes to the door unannounced.
Unannounced.
You ever get caught in there while you acting like you weren't when she came by for her fix?
Exactly, yeah. My son let her in one time.
He did? Oh, how'd that go? Tell me what happened. You had to give it up.
Nah.
Yes, you did. Did you have to put the ring on that day?
No.
And disguise your voice?
No.
Really, man, just one question. I'm gonna leave that alone. But seriously, does he at all sound like your husband, your ex-husband?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, so that wasn't the thing. All right, I'll let you off the hook on that. Tell me about the money, ma'am.
He owes me $4,300.
Mm-hmm.
He borrowed $500 cash in the 5th month of 2018.
Okay, May of 18.
Then the car he originally had bad tires, and he couldn't get to work. So I frequently go to a tire shop I've used for years, and he asked me if I could get him tires. And I said, yes, I'll get you tires, but you need to pay it back on my credit card. So I took him to my tire shop, and they gave me a deal since they knew me, and he got 4 new tires.
How much?
That was $200. Then that car started giving him problems. He had an old Honda Civic that couldn't make it down the hill to his son's football games. Everybody was passing him up, he said, and they were laughing at him. So he told his brother, excuse my French, my itch will get me a car. I didn't know what that type of language meant in this day and age of this language that the kids use now. And so he says, well, can you help me get a car? He went to a place where you can put down 10% of the amount of the car. So I said, okay, well, I'll help you, but you have to pay the money back. And so we drove to my bank. I took a cash advance off 2 credit cards and some money out of my money market account, and I had cash in my pocket. And it totaled up to $3,600.
That was May as well?
That was in June.
Okay.
He signed a promissory note. We both signed a promissory note that I have here.
Let's see it, please.
Plaintiff Jacqueline Spiller says she and the defendant were friends with benefits, and even though she knew he was using her for money, Jacqueline stayed because the sex was great.
Sorry, let me hear from you.
Well, upon the promissory note that she talking about, I have signed.
Well, let's first start. Did you receive these monies, and were they loans?
Now, I received some, maybe.
Let's go over it. May of 18, did you receive $500?
No, I mean, unless she talking about the
You did not receive $500? No, I ain't asked you what she's talking about. Did you receive $500 from her in May?
No.
All right, you're denying that. Now, $200 in May. Did you receive anything of value or monies equaling $200 in May?
Equaling to? No.
Yes, all right, no. And nothing of value equaling $500 in May, all right? And $3,600 in June. Did you receive anything of value or cash from her of $3,600?
No.
All right, so none of what she says is true in terms of bestowing the money on you or anything of the same value.
No.
Okay, so why do you think she's making this up?
Because we stopped having sex.
So she just started making these things up in her mind?
I signed a promissory note.
Why?
Because she was going to give me the money to get the car.
Okay.
But then she put stipulations on what I can do with the car and who I can have in it. I can't have no women in the car. When she wanted to drive it, she, you know, it's okay for her to come get it. And I told her, well, no, I'll wait. I don't want the car right now. I have video and evidence of her tearing up the promissory note. So I have the video here.
So did you rip it up, and if so, why?
I did rip it up,
Why?
Your Honor, because he threatened me.
Did you go to the police?
No, I was afraid.
All right. So what happened now? That threat, you're not afraid anymore?
I contacted an attorney and explained to the attorney what was going on throughout this whole year that I've been...
The threat, ma'am. We're talking about the threat.
I wasn't going to let him get away with it. I had contacted an attorney.
No, why didn't you call the police? That's the part that doesn't make sense. And how did you go from being so fearful to even go to the police? But within a couple of days, you were brave enough to go to the lawyer who can't even protect you. How did you get that courage?
The attorney is actually my friend, Your Honor, so he gave me advice. And so he told me to go get a restraining order. And when I did go get the...
Hold on. Restraining orders don't protect you as much as the police. They don't send police. They don't wait on you to get killed. If you tell them somebody's about to kill me, and I was scared to go to the police, but I'm here to talk to y'all, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, go to the police. Somebody just told you to kill you, ma'am. Don't wait on a restraining order. Go ahead, sir.
Do that sound like somebody that was scared of me after they tore up the promissory note?
Dante, I love you dearly. This is July. next month. I've torn up paper. I'm a real woman, so I'm going to stay off your bumper so tough and give you your space. You know where to find me, dear. Peace and blessings to you. What's the video you're supposed to see?
They should have it already.
All right, let's see it. This is what?
That's the promissory note.
Oh, you're tearing it up. All right. Tearing it up because, Dante, I love you dearly. And I've torn up that paper. How has she harassed you? By coming over all the time?
She's coming.
You shouldn't have laid it on her so good. Ma'am, of course, I don't have to explain to you why your claim is dismissed. That's why I cross-examined you, because I could tell. You tore it up because you wanted some more, just as you've expressed here, just as we just saw. Have a good day.
After the day, we ain't got no more dinners.
We ain't never had no more.
That's what I'm talking about, just like that.